games have changed my life.
Being put into an environment where I could do pretty much anything.
I love talking about games and gaming. I analyze it and talk about how it can be accessible. It has become my passion. It has become my life.
For me, playing a beautiful open world game with a fantastic storyline and being fully immersed is like watching a movie, but I am the actor.
My earliest memory is literally gaming. So as a gamer, I want to discover new stories, new worlds, new characters, and fall in love with new games. And I just have not maybe had that growing up, but I'm hoping that changes.
Today, we've seen an acceleration of accessibility options in games, but that wasn't always the case.
We would have to advocate, to have a certain feature put into a game.
Anytime I played a game with dialogue, I could never understand it because there was no captioning.
And as my disability progressed, video games also became more complicated.
What kinds of things lead to a fuller enjoyment of the game and what leads to frustration?
It's a shame when the things that are supposed to be your hobbies and interests, you're burnt out from.
I quit video games. I was there, and I don't want anybody else to be there.
There's been a healthy dialogue between developers and the accessibility community about how to make games better over the past decade, and games are becoming better because of it.
There's a lot of innovation relative to game accessibility, but at the moment it can be hard to figure out if the game's accessibility features are compatible with my needs.
Because it's happened so many times where I thought a game was going to be accessible to me, and it just didn't happen that way.
I have over 1,000 games, and I can tell you right now, I can't play 100.
There are currently a number of labeling and tagging systems in the marketplace. The Accessible Games Initiative seeks to simplify the use of tags for as many games as possible to help players understand what to expect.
What's been inspiring for me is the outreach the industry has done to the diverse group of stakeholders who are invested in gaming, including experts and the people with lived experience. That doesn't happen that frequently.
It's about really thinking and incorporating accessibility upfront from your design and really bridging your game with gamers that is looking for something that they can play.
Having a standardized way to find, but then I can also recommend and share for friends and those who are just getting into gaming who may have different access needs.
We're happy to take this step forward collectively, as the Accessible Games Initiative tags will now provide a common language that will enable players to take informed purchasing decisions.
Gone will be the days of where someone will have to sacrificially buy the game and test out all the features.
When the industry work together, we can achieve great things like this. And our end goal is really when everybody plays, we all win.
We all would want to still have the playability 10, 20, 30 years from now to play today's current games that will become tomorrow's classics.
In an industry that is constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries for what is possible in entertainment, the Accessible Games Initiative provides an incredible example of what happens when companies come together for the greater good.